I know we all feel the same way. You know, everybody's talking about the off season and some of the moves we've made, and I think we just need to continue to work our tails off and make sure that that's the sentiment throughout the building. Is that we haven't accomplished anything. We've done some good things. We're proud of what we've accomplished, but you know, we got to play football now.
Wherever he goes, I go get him.
It's a shirt. It's got Cliff's house on it.
Hey, I'm telling you, you couldn't have come to a better spot. What we're about to do out here in
Arizona.
The job in general is hard to balance with being a father because it's a double-edged sword, and it really is one of those things. As a man, I think is probably your biggest challenge in life. Obviously, this was an unprecedented event, and looking back on it, it's hard to believe, you know, after doing this 22 years that I would ever select a player from my living room. But it's great because, you know, it's afforded me some more time to, you know, during the week, a day like this where I can come and, you know, shoot baskets or throw the football or swim with the kids. So now it's time to sit back and reflect and get a little relaxation and some vacation time sort of before we ramp up again. You know, I would say the one thing that I missed the most was that sort of energy and excitement that you get when you're making the selection, because you have a number of people by your side and the high fives are flying and the hugs. But there was also this sort of calmness and quiet time that was also valuable. But, you know, it fell just right for us and able to land a guy that we certainly had in our top 5 on our board. I had an opportunity to meet Isaiah, and right then and there I was very impressed. You know, he's extremely articulate. You can tell he's a bright young man.
How would you describe yourself as a leader on the team?
I would say I'm a verbal leader as well as a guy that's going to lead by example. And I'm going to do everything even when nobody's watching.
And the fact for him that when the big lights come on, that's when he shows up. I was at the LSU game, watched him play in the national championship, and that arguably is one of his best games throughout his college career.
How would you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10 as far as physicality?
10.
Physical. 10 out of 10?
10 out of 10.
Do you go through people?
Yes.
What are you here? Talk to me about this one.
Yeah, so this would be in the cover 4. I would come down on the line if the guy was attached. So if he was an attached tight end, then I would come down the line and be an edge defender, as well as a late flat player as well. So if he would
still be a late flat player?
If the number 2 receiver was to run straight to the flat, then I would take it.
Okay.
That's what I mean by that. Okay.
To have a guy come in, to be able to talk through all the different positions, whether he can play strong safety, he can play dime linebacker, mo linebacker, and to be able to describe why and where he lined up in certain occasions, you know, I think just really impressed everybody.
This is a blitz where I'm ripping into the B gap, or I'm technically chasing the tackle's hip. That's my responsibility.
Okay.
And then coming underneath all blockers that come to me.
All right, now you're in the box. Two
Yes.
back set. What's going on?
In this situation, I'm just a spy player for the cornerback. So wherever he goes, I go get him.
Just knowing that you have the potential to get a guy that you covet that much at the 8th overall selection is a phenomenal feeling.
Good at that one. So I feel, once I get this pick out of the way, my nerves will feel a lot better. Did you have a chance to look at any of the stuff on any of those guys?
So now that leads us to the 6th pick, which is the Los Angeles Chargers. They are also in need of a quarterback.
So you guys think it is San Diego?
It's Herbert.
They already did it?
Yeah, it's Herbert.
Yes.
We knew that there would be a number of teams ahead of us that would take positions of need or quarterbacks. So we thought that there would either be a run on offensive tackles or there could be a run on quarterbacks. And the fact that 3 quarterbacks went before our pick, we felt like for sure that one of those dynamic defenders would be on the board.
Okay, all right. It's tricky though. All right, boys. Good. We're good. Yes, indeed.
You know, I felt like that they may go defensive tackle there because that was one of their positional needs. But at the same time, I sort of thought a Clemson kid in their own backyard would be tough for them to turn down Isaiah Simmons because of, you know, his athleticism and his unique talent. But, you know, it fell just right for us and able to land a guy that we certainly had in our top 5 on our board.
Carolina has submitted its pick. Arizona is now on the clock.
Who was the pick?
Have they said who Carolina took?
It was Brown.
Okay, Isaiah Simmons is our guy.
Okay.
Here we go. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna call Isaiah right now.
Welcome to the 2020 NFL Draft, and thank you for taking the time to be with us.
Hello?
Isaiah,
Yes, sir.
Steve Keim with the Cardinals.
How you doing?
I was at your bowl practice. Coach Caldwell coached me in college, so I'm the GM for the Cardinals. So got to spend a lot of time with your people, and also came to your national championship game, and I was excited to see you. So man, hold on one second. I'm going to merge our coach and our owner. Okay, but we're going to make you a Cardinal right here.
Steve?
Isaiah, Michael Bidwell on the phone, our owner.
How you doing?
Very well. Congratulations, Isaiah. We're gonna hand in your pick in a couple minutes here, but I want to welcome you to the Cardinals. We're excited. You're a hell of a player, and we're looking forward to putting you on the field right away.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Isaiah, hold on one second as well. I'm going to merge Coach Kingsbury on as well.
Isaiah,
Yes, sir.
this is Coach Kingsbury, man. Congratulations.
Yes, sir. Thank you, guys.
Hey, we are so fired up, man. I talked to Coach Venables last week, and he was raving about you, man. I mean, you're a special talent, special player. You're going to love it out here. So we couldn't be more thrilled to have you be part of the Cardinals, man.
Yes,
You're a lot of
sir.
fun.
Can't wait. Can't wait.
No doubt. Awesome, man. Well, congrats. Just wanted to say hi. We'll talk to you soon, all right?
So what we'll do is after we make the pick, I'm going to let you spend some time with your family and celebrate. But man, we're so fired up about you. And I'm going to also have our media relations director reaching out to you. Thanks so much, man. Congrats.
Your year. Now we recognize all their friends connection to our forces.
Okay, I'm gonna put the pick in now. Is that okay? What do we have?
Perfect. It's perfect.
Congrats, Cliff.
Thank you. Congrats. That's big. That is big.
That worked out perfectly.
Sure did.
Meanwhile, the pick is in for the Arizona Cardinals. Let's check it out.
With the 8th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Arizona Cardinals select Isaiah Simmons, linebacker, Clemson.
He's going to have to get a new number. I know that. He's going to have to get a new number, this kid. He's 11. That ain't going to work.
The more and more the day goes along, the more things are calming down. Every morning I wake up, I'm like, dang, like I'm finally in the pros. Like I've just been dreaming of this, and every day I wake up, I'm like, okay, let's go. I'm a Cardinal, let's get it.
I'm from Houston, Texas, born and raised.
Is this your passion?
This is my passion.
Or do you do this just because you're good at it?
No, this is my passion.
Okay. Where's the motivation come from?
The process, man, the grind of it.
So you like that part of it?
Love that part.
You like the week, you like Monday, Tuesday, getting in, starting to look at your opponent?
It's tough, but you know, that's what it takes to win. I'm a winner.
Really, really sharp young man. Already talking to Sean Kugler, who's had virtual meetings with him. He's been impressed with his football knowledge and his IQ as well.
So your first day on the job, right, first thing we're going to teach you is fronts, interior fronts and exterior fronts, okay? So these are all assumed right formations, okay? Tight end is to the right. We're going to start with there's 5 interior fronts, okay? Even, over, under, solid, odd. Now we go to exterior looks, guard, tackle, tight end, right? You got a guard bubble, tackle bubble, Momo, and load. All right, remember those. We'll look at a little film right here. This right here, you know, I can't coach that. That's from within you, okay? So that's the type of mentality that we're looking for. That's why you're here right now, okay? So that's some good Right there. Let's look at the board. Let's go right back down this. Let's go through the interior fronts, what we call this.
That is it. Even.
Okay?
That is over. Under. Solid.
Solid, there you go. Same thing we call it. Okay, let's go to exterior fronts, what we call this.
Guard bubble.
Guard bubble.
Tackle bubble.
Tackle bubble.
Momo.
Momo.
Low.
There you go, nailed it. All right, nice job.
Sure, thank you.
All right. It's impressive.
And now we're ready to start the third round with the Cincinnati Bengals on the clock.
You know, it's one of those deals that as you approach the 72nd pick, you know, I talked to Cliff and I said, check with Dana and those guys if there's something we don't know. I mean, it's just unusual that a guy who you have in your top 30 and is projected by many to be a late first, early second round pick would drop to the 72nd pick.
Cliff, you like to tackle, right? Got some help there, some of those teams jumping out.
Cliff did his due diligence, talked to Dana, talked to the offensive line coach, and came back that just like we thought. I mean, no reason why, but we were very, very fortunate to get him at that spot.
3 picks away. Baltimore's set at tackle, so unless there's a trade up. Baltimore's got Orlando Brown, and they have a kid from Notre Dame, Ronnie Stanley. Miami could take a tackle here.
With the 70th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Miami Dolphins select Brandon Jones, defensive back, Texas.
Cliff, I think we got him. Josh, hey man. You fired up? Good, good. Congratulations, man. All that time we spent with you is paying off. Congratulations, man. Enjoy it. All right, brother.
Thrilled to have you be a part of this, man. Brandon Jones, Dana, I mean, I go way, way back. They love you, so welcome to the family, big dog. Congratulations, man. It's gonna be a hell of a ride.
Yes, sir. Thank you, guys, man. Thanks, I appreciate it, man. Y'all ain't gonna be disappointed, man. We're gonna win some games, man. We're gonna win some games, man, yeah. Let's do it.
Hey, I'm telling you, you couldn't have come to a better spot, what we're about to do out here, and you have a great O-line coach. We're gonna get this thing right, man. So congratulations. I'm really excited for you.
Arizona.
He's fired up.
Hey, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. All right, we're fired up, man. Congratulations. Talk to you soon. All right, see you.
He's a 21st rated player.
My boy, I just called my boy, the O-line coach, and he just kept saying, I swear to you, you're going to love him. Like, y'all are going to love him. So, he's fired up.
He sounded fantastic on the phone.
No, he does. He's genuinely happy and fired up to be, I mean, it's going to be awesome.
With the 72nd pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Arizona Cardinals select Josh Jones, tackle, Houston.
Somewhat surprising that Josh Jones is still on the board here into the third round, and finally the emotion hitting Josh Jones.
When they always ask me, who are your favorite players in the draft? Normally, they're guys that go in day 3. So I think today is where you build your football team, Lewis. Key day, most important day, I believe, of the entire NFL draft is day 3.
Fotu was a guy that I thought would go in probably the late second, early third round, and he was a guy that we were excited about in the top of the 4th.
The key, we are fired up to have you, man. I think you're a perfect fit in our scheme. Our defensive coaches have been fired up, and the fact you're here is pretty amazing to us, and we are just thrilled to have you be a part of the Cardinals family, man.
Huge man with big frame, really light on his feet, tremendous athlete, and a guy who I think can continue to get better.
You got that big Fotu cap, bro. I know Buck's fired up because he loved that dude. I love it because I can tell y'all fired up, and then we still got that Lawrence on the board. If he's still there with the next one, that's where we're going.
So that second, 4th would be Lawrence if he's there.
And then to be able to add a guy like Rashard Lawrence, who is alpha male, team captain, leader of that LSU defense, the national champion. That's the kind of players you want to put in your locker room, to have guys that are tremendous leaders and love the game, and that sort of that passion that he has for it really becomes infectious in your locker room.
Richard, Steve Keim, GM of the Cardinals. Good, man. Excited.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Richard, it's Coach Kingsbury. Well, I can imagine it is. Congratulations, man. We've heard a lot of great things about you, man. High character. I mean, the film is obviously great, but we love what we hear off the field, man, and we're just honored to have you be part of the family, so congratulations.
Just like we lined them up. Cool, brother. Well, let's keep it rolling.
I needed to give Vance a chance to succeed, and that's given him more talented players, more depth. And I think that after this offseason, we've put him in a position to really show great improvement.
Evan, Steve Keim of the Cardinals. How you doing? Good. Hey, we're going to make a selection here and pick you. So, congratulations. Excited about you, man.
It would be, I think, awesome to come back. Coach Kingsbury, he recruited me back when he was at Texas Tech. Kyler's from the kind of same area that I am from back in Texas. And so when we see each other, it's always good vibes. And it would be kind of awesome to go play in that system.
Benjamin is a guy that I thought deserved to go before the 7th round and has really, really good run skills. Great lateral quickness, runs with passion and desire.
Good production the last 2 years, 1,080, and then the year before, 1,642 yards rushing.
It's always fun to either draft local kids or people from ASU and also the University of Arizona. Anything that has local ties to it just gives you a great sense of pride.
Sacks like this kid.
So I really think that he's a guy that can have success in the NFL, and the schematical approach that we'll have with him and that Cliff will have, I think could put him in a really good position to succeed as well.
Steve Keim with the Arizona Cardinals. Good, man. You ready to stay home? Okay, man. Congrats. Okay, man. Take care.
My kids don't have a problem whatsoever of giving me feedback on draft selections. I've been trash, garbage. There are times where it's positive, and then there's times where it's, Dad, what are you doing? Especially if I say no to them for something, but when they want something, I'm the best.
That's enough.
So I challenged my 14-year-old son, Carson, to look at the top 15 players in the draft and to write scouting reports. And I didn't give him a lot of information other than, here's what our grading scale is, and write me the report.
Here are my strengths on Isaiah. He's incredibly fast, he's versatile and can play from sideline to sideline. He can rush the quarterback, and he can play man against everybody on the field.
I think he's got a real eye for it. He did a fantastic job.
Within my summary is that Simmons can play anywhere on the field against anyone. His physical abilities give him the advantage over all of his opponents that most other defensive players won't have.
Actually, when I look back on it, his stacking wasn't much different than mine.
What was the final grade?
I gave him a 9.2.
Wow, it's a big grade.
Yeah.
Sounds like a pick.
Look at the life of head coach out there in Zona.
One picture launched 1,000 tweets. Everyone is talking about Coach Cliff's Paradise Valley spread.
That looked like an ad in a magazine. He just dunked on every single person on the planet with that pick. Even Patrick Mahomes tweeted, quote, "I'm trying to have a crib like Cliff."
I thought that was pretty cool how he just kind of showed him everything else in the house, not just like the one room, and showed like everybody how crazy his house was.
Cliff is such a humble guy, and he's really, I would say, more quiet by nature. So, I don't know if people think that he's flexing or flaunting, but that's certainly not his personality. But it's got a lot of laughs, and the kind of buzz that it created was fun for me, because it certainly brought a lot of attention to our organization, which is always a good thing.
Oh yeah, here's the shirt. It's a shirt. It's got Cliff's house on it. I thought it was really funny when we first saw it.
Who made that?
It's State 48.
Thought it was a good gag, and certainly a T-shirt that could probably sell a lot.
You gonna order one for Cliff?
Yeah, I got one for him.
Well, I don't think I'm going to make a joke like, hey, I like what you've done with your walls, Coach. You kind of stuck it to me after the draft.
Just change the angle.
Why don't we just start? Steve and Coach, why don't you just talk a little bit about the draft and how you felt it went?
I thought from top to bottom, the whole process was as smooth as it possibly could have been. I mean, the picks, the way the board was stacked, I thought everybody did a great job. I couldn't be more pleased with the way that turned out. A number of guys I think that are going to be able to help us early. So
I think so too. I mean, Steve's talked about it, but the way the board fell, I mean, you're looking at Josh Jones and there's a bunch of empty space around him because everything has kind of been plucked around him and he's still there. And just a huge get there, knowing what we know about the young man and getting a first round quality tackle in the third round is special. And then, the rest of the board kind of fell the same way. The 2 D linemen that we need to get some depth there for us. And, the linebacker, super productive inside linebacker, running back, had an incredible career out here. So couldn't be more pleased and fired up about where the roster stands today.
Isaiah Simmons was the best pick to me of the NFL draft. Getting him at number 8.
Once again, another team that got a gift from God. Josh Jones, who certainly should have gone earlier than this. And they get their protection for Kyler Murray.
There are 3 drafts I'm going to give an A+ to. This is one of them.
I'm going to take a shot on the Cardinals. I just like it. Talent on talent and a lot of attitude coming in this season.
All of us have been dealing with the challenges, but that doesn't mean we can't do our jobs, and you guys have done it better than anybody. I think we're doing the same thing on the community side with the amount of community impact we're making. My marching orders to the rest of the organization were, number 1, let's keep us safe and our fans safe and everybody else. Number 2, let's maximize the amount of community impact we can have for the good of Arizona. And I'm really proud of how we've come together.
When they talked to me about taking meals to some of our first responders and nurses and doctors and people who are on the front lines, keeping our state safe, I thought it was a brilliant idea and I wanted to be a part of it.
Thank you so much for everything that you're doing for our community.
There's not a day that goes by that I don't think about her and what she stood for, what she represented, and I know she would be one of the people that I'm going to take meals to today. She would be one of the people that would be out there in the front lines. I try to be a small extension of her and what she represented. Is it for the better good? Absolutely. So I think we all have to respect that and make sure we're aware, just of the impact that each individual can have.
You guys take care.
Hi, I can take those from you. Hi, here. Thank you. Absolutely. Thank you so much.
I could not be prouder of my staff and to have the recognition from Larry Fitzgerald and State 44 to come out and provide them meals is incredible. Like I said, we're 24/7. We sometimes have a hard time catching a break, catching our breath.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
It's great to be able to get out and hopefully provide a few smiles, and obviously they're going to have a great meal delivered to them, and that's what it's all about, is spreading a little cheer.
Thank you. We'll take that. Thank you.
No problem.
So nice to meet you.
How you doing?
I'm Stacy. This is my husband Brian. This is
Noah.
Noah.
Thank you for doing this.
Thank you so much for being here.
Pleasure meeting you.
You are awesome.
Big man.
Thank you.
We all have a social responsibility to take care of each other.